I see bodies.
He only has one scout squad. You are correct. But he just got out another Razorback. Wow.
That's
so
not going to help him at all.
There. This game is going drastically different than the first game, largely due to Bioterra making the appropriate changes.
Yeah.
With the effective power harass and an earlier AT staple to get that Razorback down while his Falcon was still coming out of the pipe.
Yeah. I mean, Aniketos, he was just out of position early on to stop the power harass. I mean, he sort of got lucky the first game. He was right next to it. It's right outside his base. He was able to stop it pretty easily. But this has just not gone well for him at all.
He went with the Devastator Plasma Cannon squad yet again. And it looks like Bioterra is walking right into it.
Well, all he needs is Warp Throw. I mean, that's useless.
Plus, there's still no attack squads out there because, I mean, Aniketos was crippled by the fact that he had to rebuild his power, and he still elected to get the second Razorback. So that attack squad isn't even close to coming out either. So we're not going to see any missiles. So if I were Bioterra, recognizing that, get another Falcon.
Yeah, I think we're either doing that right now or we're going to Tier 3. I think we're actually going to Tier 3. Because you
also a good choice.
Well, you really want that shield. That shield is just so awesome.
Yeah, the Falcon with and without the shield is like night and day in terms of survivability. The Force Commander doesn't look like he has any upgrades yet again, so that's about as late as I've ever seen a Force Commander go without any upgrades whatsoever here at 7.5 minutes into the game almost.
Yeah, that lack of power is just killing Aniketos.
He spent everything he had remaining on the two Razorbacks, and he's already lost one to show for it. So.
Well, he forced off that Brightlands cannon, but no, you got to keep the Falcon moving. I mean, oh, there goes the Warlock.
He's got the shields up on that Falcon, but he is in range of that Devastator Plasma squad. But like you say, if he keeps that moving, the Devastator shots won't even hit it.
Yeah, I mean, he can just... I mean, he's almost out of the arc of fire right now. If he just sits a little closer towards the Razorback. Oh, well, that Force Commander does now have a Power Fist, so he's got to run.
All three VPs right now in Bioterra's favor, so Aniketos has quite a mountain to climb at this point.
Why are you driving it into the...
He's got an easy approach angle if he just goes closer to the Razorback, like you said.
I mean, you can either get out of its arc of fire, or you can just... keep moving and it won't be able to hit it, but
It's gonna live because the shields are just that durable, but...
Well, I mean, it's almost dead.
It took more damage than it needed to.
It's down to a quarter health. I mean, he drove it up there, and then he sat still and let the Devastator squad get a free shot off. And looks like we actually do have a D-cannon out right now, sort of hiding behind this... I don't know what the hell these things are. They look like
some sort of container for something.
Yeah.
Minecart trailer. That's what I'm going to say it is.
I think...
Yeah, so that D-cannon setting up there, sort of taking a page out of Aniketos' book from page 1, trying to lock down that one portion of the map.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Force Commander sitting in the Razorback. Gets out just in time, because the Razorback's dead now.
Never seen a hero drop inside of a transport vehicle. That'd be a nightmare for sure. The Force Commander, without the teleporter, is forced to chase down the Falcon. He's got a burst of speed, but he's got a lot of shields to overcome.
Yeah, and I don't know why Bioterra is not just constantly kiting it. I mean, he keeps stopping there and letting the Force Commander get some free shots off.
One additional note there is if he kites properly, Aniketos will actually suffer knockback from his own Plasma Cannon squad. As he backs up the Falcon and the Force Commander chases the Falcon, he'll get shot. That happens frequently. You got to watch out for friendly fire when you deal with high-powered.
It just got disabled in range of the Plasma Squad.
Yeah, it's not looking good for that Falcon.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think it matters.
It's not going to be enough to swing this game back in Aniketos' favor, however.
No. I mean, he's already down to 100 VPs. Third one is going to be capped again by Bioterra very shortly here, so.
He just now gets his first tac squad out. A Space Marine player doesn't get a tac squad until after the 10.5 minute mark. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Gets a grenade in that building.
Oh!
The The Devastators get out? Nope.
No, there he goes.
They did. That seems impossible. Rambo over there in that building.
Yeah. I actually find nowadays that I end up throwing the grenade in the entrance of the building more than in the building itself. Because most people...
Just the sight of the grenade forces the player out?
Well, no, because everyone assumes you're going to throw the nade in the building to try and kill the unit, so they do the ungarrison and then re-garrison trick. So it gets out of the building, nade goes off, and gets back in. But if you throw it right at the entrance, it usually times it so that the unit comes out all on top of each other right as the nade goes off and kills everything.
It looks like while we weren't paying attention, the Bright Lance was actually deciding not to be idle and instead taking out Aniketos' power farm.
Yeah.
So cutting the legs out from under him for this endgame stretch here.
I mean, we're down to less than 25 victory points right now, so...
But things like maintaining the power harass, that's how you cement victories.
Yeah.
You don't want to let something get away from you, and preventing a late game predator, that kind of thing, by destroying the power. I mean, power harassment isn't something you should just be doing in Tier 1 to prevent Tier 2. You can keep that up the entire game.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, once the Razorback is handled, what else is the Bright Lance Cannon doing?
Not a hell of a lot.
So that was good thinking.
And it looks like we've got middle VP going back into Bioterra's hands, so we're going to regain the drain here.
Force Commander in tough shape there.
He's bugging out.
I don't know if it's just blind pride or what, but Aniketos doesn't seem to like the bubble.
No. And really, you'd think at this point in the game where he's at, he'd start using it, but maybe in game number 3.
Yeah. You'll be looking for something to give him that edge.
Because this just did not work for him at all.
So I'd say that we can really pinpoint the difference maker in this game to power harassment.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, that's what set back the Razorback. Also, the
War Gear.
stable AC of the Bright Lance coming out early.
Yep. And there's 0 VPs.
So basically, Aniketos tried to play with the same hand as he did in the first game, and Bioterra knew what cards he had.
Yep. And interestingly enough, Bioterra didn't change anything at all either. Well, except for that Bright Lance cannon, but definitely a good comeback, I think.
Absolutely, and this is what we like to see.
Yes.
Going to game 3, tied 1-1.
So, on to the tiebreaker, I guess.
Absolutely.